doing in his life. Sobriety is hard, and he's in hour 3, so let's really get behind him.
I'm trying. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are all in this together. Thank you.
Welcome to the coziest hall we could find here. I like a room where you can't see the back because of the curvature of the earth. No, this is good. I always wanted to perform at an empty IKEA. So how is it? Are you having a lovely time at the convention? How are everybody having a good time? Lovely. You know, there are other conventions here. Patty, did you know that?
Yes, I believe there are.
There are 2 other major conventions in town, and this is not a joke. There is, no kidding, a swingers convention going on at the same time.
I have heard that.
And a convention for the blind. Yes, which could turn into a swingers convention if you're not careful.
I was told it was the blind and religious as well.
I don't know. I saw a bunch of them. They've been told they're in Paris, so I didn't want to ruin it. Hey, is it just me, or does Joe Rogan look like King Kong's finger? Who's clipping their big toe and thinks, that's a look? No, this is lovely. I saw some of my favorite costumes and cosplayers today. I saw, let's see, I saw Captain Picard with cystic acne. That was always one of my favorites. Who is here? Is anybody here in cosplay? Is anybody here? Where are you? Unfortunately, I can't see. What are you dressed as? Oh, excellent. God bless. See, there you go. I talked about people in cosplay. You seem to be wrestling with something in the attic, but that's good too. No, I love it. That's why I love the conventions, because it can only be Halloween X amount of time, and you need an outlet, and I love that. Although I have to tell you, I live in Los Angeles, not to brag. And look, when push comes to shove, I'm not that much better than you. But it was just July 4th, and I go into the CVS in Los Angeles to get an ointment that I need. No comment. The Halloween decorations are already going up. It's too, even I think it's a little too early. You have to let things breathe. You have to give us some time. If every day is Halloween, no day is Halloween. That's my point. And when they decorate for Halloween, they always lead with the big 3 monsters: Dracula, Frankenstein, and older woman. She doesn't even need a witch's hat. No, she doesn't need it. Older woman. Can your heart stand the shocking facts of what time and gravity do to the female face? And the horror you'll feel when they leave the house? The big 3 monsters: Dracula, Frankenstein, and Nana. But I love, you know what I don't like? When a kid's costume becomes about how clever their parents are. Like, I love Halloween, I'm into it, but I get some kid in a black sweatshirt with a bunch of dollar bills taped to it. What are you? I'm the deficit. Get the fuck off my porch. Go tell your parents you want your childhood back. Jiminy Johnson, I can't see. But I love horror movies. Do you like horror movies, Patty?
Oh, absolutely, Doctor.
Do you have a favorite horror movie?
Several. Several.
Throw me one. Throw one at me.
The Abominable Dr. Fives with Vincent Price.
Dr. Fives. I like Pretty Woman.
Oh.
You thought I said horror.
Oh, my bad.
Thank you. I'm going to let that one waddle out of the room like a hawk with a broken wing. Now, I'm famous for being in a movie called Planet of the Apes, but it's not the only movie I've been in. I've had a career. In fact, in 1967, I was in another movie that had a big impact, a little film called Clam Bake with Elvis Presley. Thank you. Second best film ever made about a clam bake. You've seen Planet of the Apes, I'm assuming? Now, there's a line in that movie that really sticks out to me. Set the scene. Charlton Heston, who's a delight. I'm going to tell you, you can't. So we're doing a scene. It was 1967. We shot it the summer of 67. The election was coming up, and people were a lot of division, a lot of tension. And he was a right-winger. He was voting for Richard Nixon, and I was voting at the time for Gene McCarthy. I don't want to get into it, but we had a lot of political arguments. And at the end of the day, I said, that's it, you old son. I'm never talking to you again. That's it, we're done. I go to my trailer. I slam the door. 10 minutes later, but I opened the door. Charlton Heston, I made you an ambrosia salad. You couldn't stay angry at the man. And he should have worn a conical hat with a half moon and a star on it because he was a wizard in the kitchen. So there's a scene where he's in a cage with Nova, who's across the way, and he's regained his power of speech. And hey, what do you know? He finally finds the perfect woman, and she can't talk. Who'd have thought? What does that tell you about Chuck? But if you remember, Charlton Heston looks at her and he goes, "Did I tell you about Stuart? There was a lovely girl, the most precious cargo we brought along. She was to be the new Eve, with our hot and eager help, of course." Really? How much you want to bet Stuart thought she was the botanist? Well, let's crack the seal on Operation New Eve. I don't know what it means, but orders are orders. Boy, in a room this size, when a joke lands like that, yeah. It's sort of like if you've ever dropped a frozen turkey over a freeway overpass. It kind of falls ungraciously, but then lands with a distasteful splat. You know what's a good horror movie, Patty, is Blackula. Ooh. Have you ever seen Blackula with William Marshall? Woo. The first scene in Blackula, Dracula bites a black guy. This is easily anticipated if you know the name of the movie that you're watching. And then Dracula says, "I christened you Blackula." And they cut to the credits, and I wish they just held it for a minute more so you could see Blackula go, "Ha ha ha! What the hell did you say my name was?" Just to watch Dracula backpedal. Oh, hey, look. As the king of vampires, I come from a position of privilege. This is clearly not indicative of my truth on this end. And then Joe Rogan would drag Dracula because he backpedaled to Blackula. You can never apologize for anything, especially when you're wrong. You always have to double down. But that's the problem with the world these days. There are no real men anymore. But for all of you real men listening to this podcast, here's a commercial for a pill that will give you a boner. All the podcasts that are obsessed with the alpha male are paid for by pills that give you a boner. I'm out there getting my own boners. Like some kind of sissy. Normally, I don't say sissy, but I was afraid there might be a kid in the crowd, although I threw out boners like it was a Frisbee I found, so who knows? But the times are different, and the world has changed. The times are different. Some ways good, many ways terrible. And this song will tell you how the world has changed. And hit the tape. You're damn right. You came on like a dream, peaches and cream, lips like strawberry wine. You're 16. You're beautiful and you're mine. Now this song was a hit. This was a top 10 Billboard hit. Written by two men, Richard and Robert Sherman. They were big songwriters. They went on to write all the music in Mary Poppins, a lot of stuff for Disney. They wrote the song Snoopy Come Home. And before that, they were just songwriters. They had an office in the Brill building and they cranked out songs. And one day they went into work and they said, hey, we have an idea for a song. And they said, great, what is it? And they said, well, it's about a guy our age, in his 30s. And he's dating a 16-year-old girl. And no one said, hey, that's great. I'm going to call the police. You sit right there. Instead, they said, write that down. Get it on paper. And it was a hit. You're all ribbons and curls. Oh, what a girl. Lips like strawberry wine. You're 16. You're beautiful. And you're mine. You're my baby, you're my pet. We fell in love on the night we met. My heart went pow, my hands went pop. And ooh, when we kissed, I could not stop. You really should have stopped. You know when you should have stopped? When you had the thought. When you first had the thought, that would have been a great time to stop. Don't say it. Don't write it down. For God's sakes, don't sing a song about it. We all have terrible thoughts. We all have thoughts we're not supposed to have. I don't have this issue, but I have other ones. For me, it's murder. Nary a day goes by when I don't think about how to kill somebody. Usually drowning them in the toilet of a cruise ship. And what I like about that is, what you're really saying is, the sea's too good for you. The toilet will do. You came on like a dream and into my arms, lips like strawberry wine. You're 16. You're beautiful and you're mine. Now, you know what would have changed if they said you're 18? Nothing. It just would have reduced the creep factor, and apparently that was a deal breaker. 1973, KISS headquarters. Gene Simmons goes in and tells Paul and Ace and the other guy, I've got an idea for a song. And they went, okay, what is it, Gene? It's called Christine 16. Like, okay, sounds good. What's it about? Oh, it's about some guys like us in our late 20s, early 30s, and we're hanging out in front of a junior high school because we're in love with a 16-year-old. And they went, great. Again, it was a different time. There are lots of songs that were big back then that we don't even hear anymore. Bill Cosby's I'm Going to Drug and Assault You for Christmas. You never hear that on the radio. Breathe into this rag and let me love you. That song, you can't hear it. Believe it or not, Michael Jackson had a song called Pretty Young Thing. Can you imagine that? If they played Michael Jackson's Pretty Young Thing on the radio, that's insane. Actually, they still do play that on the radio. You walked out of my dreams and into my car. That's the real lyric. Lips like strawberry wine. You're 16. You're beautiful. And you're mine. Thank you so much. Let's get the show going. Patty, come on over here and sit down.
Oh, yes.
Oh!
At your service, Doctor.
Where's my inflatable donut? Oh! Hey, is it, what, you know,
It would be a big beignet here.
Indeed. Which is just a donut without a hole, am I correct?
I believe that's the theory. It's a little. We have some in the green room. They're a little chewier, but I liked it.
No. And then it rained earlier today, right? How's that? Is it still raining? A little. And you know. Oh, really? Well, this isn't really the city where you want to go. A little rain never hurt anybody. You got to be a little. It's so weird. I live in Los Angeles, and now it's kind of like, are you guys cosplaying as stormtroopers, or is this an ice raid? I can't tell. You're both pretending to be assholes. You're not.
What was your first earthquake experience, Doctor?
Oh, you know, it's so funny. I had, you know, everybody has something that they do to sort of take the edge off after a long day at a shoot. And sometimes it goes different ways. I was making a little movie called Beyond the Poseidon Adventure. You're welcome.
Telly Savalas.
And I was taking a little something to keep me up because we were shooting nights, and I'm driving home. It's about 5 in the morning, and I'm at the corner of Victory and Dilaudid, if you know where that is. Well, one thing leads to another, and I run over a hobo with my car. And I hear a voice in my head that says, listen, I take orders from one cat, and that's the cat upstairs. There's this guy, and there's that cat, and that's it. And he says, look, Dr. Z, you're an artist. You have a responsibility to your public. No one's around. Get the hell out of there. And that's God taking care of me. And I'm humble enough to do what he says. The problem is I still have a hobo-shaped dent in the hood of my car.
Right.
So the only person I know who lived in the valley was Peter Lawford because he was still in Encino because it was before the divorce. So I go to Peter's house, and in the front yard is a statue of Peter and Sammy Davis Jr. from the famous poster to Salt and Pepper, which I run over and demolish. And that's why, despite all the things he did to Frank Sinatra, I'm the one who broke Peter's legs. Now, where does this get to earthquakes? After that, I swore off pharmaceutical assistance. And what I like to do after a tough day at the shoot is I sit down, I turn on a Perry Mason, and I eat 3 or 4 cans of chili. So my first earthquake, I just assumed it was me. Didn't really connect. And how are you?
I am well, Doctor. I'm having a wonderful time here in New Orleans.
And I hear things went south with the wife and you're living in a hotel. Is that true? We could talk later.
Well, what's the difference between a hotel and a motel?
Fine.
Usually about $50.
Yeah, usually about $500.
Yeah.
But we have an amazing show. We have Brian O'Halloran is here from Clerks.
Woo.
We have Terry Farrell from Deep Space Nine.
Mm-hmm.
And Becker.
Yes.
And our first guest is nothing shy of a living legend. He was, and I didn't know this until I looked it up, and even then I had to read it twice because I'm more focused on me than anyone else. He was the original Danny Zuko on the Broadway production of Grease. You all know him from films like Megaforce and a little thing called the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Please welcome America's Boy Next Door, 6 feet 5 inches of fun, Barry Bostwick, ladies and gentlemen. Look at you.
Hello there. Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are
Thank
you?
you so much. That's all right. We'll do it like this.
Yeah, you're 16 and you're beautiful, and I don't want you.
Yeah, exactly. I have a 16-year-old, and
What?
they like money.
Oh, yeah?
I have 11 different sets of stepchildren, and at any given time, I like 2 of them.
Really?
They just kind of rotate around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing a thing you're saying.
Is it really? Is it not that good? Or
No,
I recently interviewed Lou Ferrigno.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I said to his manager, how is his hearing? And they said, it's okay, he reads lips. And I said, that's not going to help Lou at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lou is shit out of luck.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to make him angry because we all know what happens. But
Right.
But no, he was a delight. Now I didn't know that. So you were the original Danny Zuko on Broadway in Greece,
1972.
1972,
Right.
and that's 8 shows a week.
8 shows a week, yeah.
And how long is that show? 2.5.
2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours.
How
yeah.
do you, in all honesty, all
Yeah.
kidding aside, how in the name of God do you do that?
We were all young. We were
Uh-huh.
all in our mid-20s, 20, 25, 26, and we were all stoned.
You'd have to be.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
No, we weren't.
But
We were too young
you
because
can't, you can't do that, Stone. But
No, 8 shows a week. Well, because we did smoke a lot, but not weed. We
Right.
smoked a lot, and so every 3 weeks, 1 or 2 of us would be out for a few days because we'd lose our voices.
you'd
Because-
lose and just I would think the physical exhaustion of a show like that.
Oh yeah, no, it was. I was a cadaver, by the end of the first year.
Sure. And how long did you do it for?
About 2 years.
God.
And I did it on the road, the first national tour with John Travolta, who
Right.
played Duty on the national tour.
On the national tour.
Yeah. And then when they did the movie, John was in the movie apparently,
Yeah.
he stole everything that I did on the road.
He took your role and all of your moves.
Yeah, and he took all of my bits.
Did you ever talk to John about that?
No, we had the same manager at the time, so it was Bob.
It
Lamont.
sounds like he had a manager and you had a mismanager.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I am a professional. This is a fun story.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Remember video stores?
Sure.
Remember the golden age of the adult section of a video store? Yeah,
No.
you do.
No.
For the kids out there, and this circles back to Greece.
Mm-hmm.
For the kids out there, sometimes you're alone and you want to watch a movie that makes you feel like mommies and daddies do and they love each other. And you go to the 20/20 video on Ventura, and in the back, there are these Western doors, and you push through them. And the reason you push through them is because they go, shame, 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 shame. So I'm in the 20/20 video store one day renting Extra, and thank you. Somebody out there. This is a true story. Emmis.
Uh-huh.
The doors open up, and holding 2 giant stacks of porno, like the Twin Towers, if you remember them. Which is funny. Just a sidebar.
Okay. Yeah.
When you're an actor,
Yeah.
you have to be self-involved. It's impossible to be an actor if you're not really into yourself.
Okay.
And I was living in New York in September of 2001, and I missed it. I was just really into me, didn't pay attention. One day I walked out, what's with the dust? And it just went over my head. So the doors open up, and there is 20 VHS boxes of porno. Kanicki himself, Jeff Conaway.
No, you're joking, right?
No, I'm not. I swear.
No,
I swear to
this
God.
was really Jeff.
Jeff Conaway. And
Really?
how much do you need? I I mean, to me, it's kind of like a reggae album. You only need the one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. This is a true story.
I swear to God, it's a true story.
Really?
I don't
Okay.
think Barry ever needed it. This handsome devil.
Oh, well, my God, thank you very much. But no, I thank God. I thought you were going to say me.
No,
with the-
no, no.
And I thought, no, thank God.
No, I would never out the name of a living. I would never out a living celebrity as a porn weirdo. Jay Leno. Oh.
Right.
That's vodka. So did you ever work with the Conster, with Conaway?
Well, he was my understudy.
He was your understudy?
Yeah, for Danny Zuko, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he did the movie, yeah. And we went to college together. him
Oh,
and-
where'd you go to school?
At NYU.
He seemed like a lovely fellow.
He was a very nice guy. He only had problems, but who doesn't? You know?
Look, I say this as somebody who hired Andy Dick as a life coach. I've made mistakes.
Okay.
When you see your life coach eating out of the dumpster behind a Walgreens,
Yeah.
it's time to make a change.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy didn't do drugs. Andy became drugs.
Yeah.
Every time I hear Andy's been arrested, I think, he wasn't in jail? Didn't he just hit the Pope with a chair? Like, how is he out of jail? Oh, by the way, just so you know, everyone here tonight gets 100 chairs, so you can take them with you when you're done. One of our little gifts. When you do Grease, and you get a lot of heat in the biz,
Yeah.
and you're an experimental musical theater. You're an experimental theater in New York in the late 60s. This is before Grease. You're a big part of the New York City experimental theater scene in the late 60s.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay, here's why I'm asking that question.
Oh, God.
Thinking of that scene at that time.
Yes.
Experimental theater, New York City, the late 60s.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever, nowadays, gone into your house, and you're in your house, and suddenly you look up, and you're in a room, and you don't know why you're in that room? Like, why did I walk into the pantry? Why am I here? I don't even remember walking in here.
Yeah.
During that period of time, when you were in experimental theater in New York City,
Yeah.
did you ever suddenly wake up and realize that you're having sex with Edie Sedgwick in the ladies' room of the Bank Street Theater and think, how did I get here?
Edie Sedgwick, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now that's a callback. Who
Sure.
knows who Edie Sedgwick is? Oh, good. All
And
right.
if you don't know, you might look it up and learn something, and that's why I am the Mr. Rogers of my generation.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back then, people didn't have Ozempic. They had to do a lot of speed and get strung out.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Did
I
you
did a
ever
lot-
go to the
I
factory back then? Were you a part of that ever?
I wasn't part of the factory. I lived across the street on the Bowery from where the factory was. Yeah, and that's the closest I ever got
Good
to
times.
That. Yeah, and no, I was obviously very too straight. I was too.
Well, you're too busy. You're working.
I was doing Anison commercials. I was doing anything to make a living, and I was doing Ring Around the Collar. Remember?
Oh,
those?
yeah, of course I do, yeah.
Yeah, you remember Ring Around the
I
Collar?
remember The Wet Head is Dead?
No.
That was when guys stopped using Burl Cream.
Oh yeah.
It was like, the wet head is dead. Because guys used to look like Don Draper. They had that shiny, shiny
yeah.
hair.
Little dabble, do ya?
A little dabble do ya. Brill cream, a little dabble do ya. For men who use their heads about their hair. And look at me. I need 3 tubes just to leave the house. I have I'll tell you how hairy my back is. I doubled for Albert Brooks. If you ever see Albert Brooks without a shirt on, you think, how did a bear get loose? Now tell us about this. Tell us about this. What Patty's holding up.
What is that? Oh, the Clowns. It was like a group I was in the late '60s, was it? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were put together by Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey.
You were a circus performer, were you
Well,
not?
no,
You were
I
in
was
the-
not in. We were a mod sort of rock group, like a Monkees kind of thing. And
Is this
we
you
were-
and down
No,
center there?
I'm in the tree behind.
Okay.
Yeah. No, and it's actually not me.
Yeah, it's not you.
No, how do you know that? You can
Because
see.
I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not me. No, I was doing an off-Broadway show, and when we did the album cover,
Right.
they got somebody else to take a picture, and that's not me. And also, we did a one-hour TV pilot with Sammy Davis Jr. called The Clowns. And,
Really? And it didn't go to series?
No, it didn't go to series.
And that was written up in Variety as "Send Out the Clowns."
Yeah, that's right. And that wasn't me,
I'll
actually.
wait. I'll wait for the laugh. I'll wait for the laugh that joke deserves. Because sometimes it's not me. Sometimes it's you. But I will say something. You walk into a bar in that sort of mime-like white face.
Yeah.
Avalanche of tail.
Yeah.
Chicks love a mime.
Yeah.
You know why? Money.
Yeah.
Bringing in some of that mime money. So...
Yes.
when you got the script, you get it. One day you open the. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I got nothing.
I got it. I'm all set.
No. We had one song on the charts called "Lady Love."
Not the Lou Rawls "Lady Love."
No, but the Lady Love.
That song?
Yeah.
My Lady Love. That one?
No.
Okay. That's what I meant by
Lady
Lou Rawls.
Love, will you be mine?
Jack Ruby just snuck in.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we were we were like 38 on the charts with a bullet
That's not bad.
going down.
Sure, but 38.
Yeah, the
What
bullet
year is
never
this,
went up.
68, 69?
Yeah, 68,
Yeah,
69.
that's
it was
respectable.
good. It was actually not
You were
a bad
going up
album.
against the Monkees and the Beatles. You know, that was a...
And then the Clowns between the Monkees and the
Yeah,
Beatles.
that was a tough time to get on the charts. I think you did good. I think you have a voice inside your head that's being a little negative, and I think it's not you. I think maybe it's your mom or your dad, and I'd like to talk to them.
Huh. What did he say?
So before we've got to bring out. We have two other guests. I don't want to keep, but I do want to ask you.
What's it?
You get one day you get an envelope
Yeah.
from your agency, and you open it up, and it says the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Right.
Were you familiar with it? Because it was the Rocky Horror Show on stage in London, but it really wasn't that well known in the States.
Yeah. Well, because I saw Tim do it on stage.
Okay, so
at
you
the
saw
Roxy.
Tim Curry do it at the Roxy.
Oh yeah, it was the best. I
Right.
mean, he just blew up the house. You know,
Sure.
it was great, and they just offered me the part.
Was Jeff Conaway your part on that stage? Was there a little
yeah,
bit of...
yeah. Well, with all the porn thing, I mean, that's
Sure.
how I learned how to do Brad. You know,
Was watching Jeff.
watching porn.
Sure.
Yes.
Well, there was a similar level of production.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Rocky porn. You know, there were so
It was
many.
filmed
there
in
were so many.
Chatsworth.
There were so many porn movies made after Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, that parody. Oh, sure.
Oh no, yeah, parodies and I think it was the 30th anniversary of Rocky Horror, and I was sitting in the lobby of the theater, and all of a sudden this a hooker comes up and lies on my table, you know, and when I say hooker, I mean a very sweet actress.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, who was obviously,
Yeah.
and she was in this Rocky Horror show.
Got it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
You got the combination of the two, right?
Perfect.
And I said, "Get off my fucking table."
Yeah. How
Yeah.
was that?
Yeah.
How was that not? How do I not have that laser disc? The
Well,
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
The Rocky Horror Show.
Yeah, it had to have been made. Oh.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think it made laser.
But you made that in London on the same sets as the Hammer horror film.
As the Hammer horror film, yeah,
that was
yeah.
at Bray Studios. That has a lot of.
Yeah, you know all of these things.
I
yeah.
do. Well, I don't. You know, I spend a lot of time looking up useless knowledge.
Yeah. Huh? Well.
And you got a new documentary coming out.
Oh, a new document. It's called. What's it called? Oh, it's called Making Megaforce. It was a movie. I made.
Megaforce, ladies and gentlemen.
How many Megaforce fans are there out here?
How many people aren't Megaforce fans?
Oh,
And
there
are
go.
you ready to fight Barry Bostwick?
Ace Hunter. Yes. Well, Making Megaforce. It's a very interesting documentary. We worked on it for close to 6 years. We interviewed everybody who was still alive. We made this in 82, 83, 82?
82.
82.
Al Ruddy produced it.
Al Ruddy produced it.
Produced a little film called The Godfather. Maybe you've heard of it, a religious film.
Yeah. Yeah. And Hal Needham directed it.
And Hal Needham directed it.
From Smokey and the Bandit and all those other movies.
Hal Needham, I'm going to throw a fact at you, Barry, and I might just blow your ass through your face. Are you ready for this?
Right.
Hal Needham is who Brad Pitt is playing in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh.
Leonardo DiCaprio is playing Burt Reynolds. They were roommates. They lived near Sharon Tate during that period of time. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know,
The doctor has
there's
spoken.
nothing like the term an orgasm of silence is tossed about willy-nilly these days.
Yeah. I lived right around the corner from where the Tate murders were, and apparently I heard afterwards that the murderers, Manson and all those, came up our street and washed their hands in a faucet 2 houses away from me. Yeah, really, huh? Yeah.
You know, it's funny.
Isn't it? No, it's not funny.
Charles Manson.
What?
Charles Manson,
Charles Manson.
when he was alive, at the very, very end of his life,
Yeah.
a young woman wanted to marry him in prison.
Yes.
And at the last minute, he backed out.
Oh, he had choices.
He was in prison for life,
Yeah.
but he cared about his freedom. Now, they told me that you needed to jump out to do Live at 5, but can you stick around? Because when we bring out our next guest,
Sure, of course I
let's
can.
keep the show going. Barry Bostwick, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
If you stay after the show, Barry, this is a little surprise, I didn't tell you this, Barry is going to fight his own weight in poisonous snakes.
That's a lot of snakes, doctor.
That's a lot of snakes.
Doctor.
Our next guest is one of the stars of TV's Becker. You know her more as Jasnia Dax from Deep Space Nine. Please welcome America's Girl Next Door, Terry Farrell, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes.
Awesome.
Look at you two. I got one thing to say about you two. Snow on the roof, coal in the furnace. Hello. Have a seat. How are you, dear? Thank you so much for coming.
Oh my gosh, my pleasure.
Thank you.
I've wanted to meet you for a very long time.
That goes around.
Yeah, it does.
And
you know.
what I like to do, it's sort of the deal with there's a swingers convention in town. And I'm like, how many people can you disappoint in one weekend?
Not if they're looking for a hot orangutan.
That's true.
Yeah.
Get a little, nothing like a bright orange hairball in the shower. It's like either Kathy Griffin or Dr. Z was in here during swingers weekend.
We were just saying you don't need us at all. Why
That's
are
right.
we even here?
This is how I do improv. Just be quiet and let me talk.
Yeah. Okie doke. Yeah. I guess he told
So-
you.
So, how did you come up with a band like Jane's Addiction?
That's not me.
That's Perry Farrell.
Yes, and if you look him up in Wikipedia, it says not to be confused with Terry Farrell, which I
Well,
was very
I
kind of
knew that.
flattered, actually, that they even mentioned
I knew
me.
that. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that.
Oh, okay, great.
But as a cast member of Deep Space Nine, where do you think a song like Jane Says comes from? No, I'll use my own.
And
Don't look at me.
what?
Heroin, I think,
Yes.
is what you said in the pre-interview.
Hair, oh, you know what? I'm sorry. There must have been wax in my ear.
Do you ever watch those videos about earwax removal?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
Have you tried
anybody?
the cones?
Coning isn't good.
No.
Coning isn't good for you. Does
Yeah.
anybody know what we're talking about?
We tried
It came from Dr. Pimple
Yes.
Popper, and then there's these videos where they pull out like a year's supply of earwax or something. I find it oddly satisfying.
Well, I imagine you do.
Oh, it's so, they're pulling stuff out like a magician. There's just like. But now I do want to ask you this. I do have a serious question.
You do.
Jasdia Dax,
Yes.
she had what's described in the script as a symbiote.
Yes.
300-year-old, basically a worm.
350-year-old symbiont. Yeah.
Symbiote that was like an older male character that lived in Jasdia Dax.
The symbiont is like a worm-like creature that is androgynous and has been in 7 other lifetimes before it was inside of my character.
Right. See, I thought it was an old man, and I wanted to know if that was based on the Michael Douglas, Catherine Zeta-Jones relationship.
Could be.
Because I often wonder, like, if someone like Catherine Zeta-Jones, like, you see Santa Claus and you think, you know, with a shave and a haircut, I might get into that. Do you find it odd that Clint Eastwood is still alive? I saw him at Whole Foods. He looks like a stack of saltines. I mean, at some point, tell me if I'm wrong, at a certain point, you do want to die.
How old is he?
I know he's got to be like a buck 10. And I would think, like, there's a morning, like, you wake up and they're like, ugh, you got to be kidding me. Another day? Really? I'm not busy.
I'm not busy.
Yeah. No, it all depends. I mean, Mel Brooks just turned 99, but he's looks great.
he
He's full of
really?
life. Yeah, God bless him.
Wow.
He's doing the greatest. He's the best. So now before you did Deep Space Nine, you made a little film called Back to School.
Yes.
And that's sort of like what broke you as an actress, correct? Was it sort of
It broke
put you
me.
put you on the map? No, well, I'll get
Well,
put
at
you on
first-
the map.
I don't know. I did paper dolls. I think it more had to do with modeling first, right?
And you were a print model, runway model.
Print model,
Uh-huh.
covers, magazines.
Yeah, like Maybelline
Vogue,
ads and things like that.
Maybelline ad.
Right.
Yep.
What were some of your better known ads?
Well, I worked a lot for GQ magazine. I had a contract with Mademoiselle.
So and that's a big living. The only thing.
It was. Yeah, I was the.
They trade you money
did
for
well.
carbs.
Yeah, I didn't make a lot of money, but I had a
You
lot
didn't?
of notoriety because of it, because I had a lot of covers.
Right. No, I get it. I get
Yeah.
it.
Self, Mademoiselle, Vogue, Elle. Yeah.
I
Long
was
time ago, though.
I was a hand model for many years. Yeah.
Wow. Did they make you shave or wax?
No, I was on Hangnail Quarterly. I did that.
Oh, those are painful.
Yeah, a ring dent was another big.
Those are collectible.
Those are collectible items. I was like, my cover of Ring Dent is like Marilyn Chambers' Ivory Snowbox. It's a real hard to get. Thank you. I'm going to let that joke bounce off the back wall, and I'll catch it. But then you made Back to School. Now, Back to
Yes.
School was made 1983,
Yes.
starred Robert Downey Jr.,
Ye-
Rodney Dangerfield, and Sam Kinison. Did you think you were making a ski movie because there was so much snow-like stuff on the set? Here's one thing you
I
didn't
didn't see
hear.
that side of the mountain.
Really?
Yeah,
Here's
I
one
saw
thing you
a
never heard on that set.
Actually-
Where's Robert? Taking a nap. No. Where's Sam Kinison? Gnawing his teeth and thinking about death. It's
Oh
4 in the
my
morning.
goodness.
You didn't see any of that?
Burt Young had a very impressive liquor cabinet in his trailer.
It had the booze cart in the
And
trailer.
Sally Kellerman and I went and hung out with him, but we didn't drink because we were at work.
Sally, oh right, Sally Kellerman was in that film as well.
Yeah.
Can I do my Sally Kellerman impression?
Do you have one?
I do.
Please do.
This is what a terrible comedian would do. I don't know. Do you want to hear it?
Yay!
Yeah. I just want people to go, no. Here's one thing that bad comedians do. You know, have you ever noticed every time there's a plane crash, they find the black box? Why don't they make the plane out of what they make the black box out of? Because it would be too heavy to fly. Shut up. Just keep that with you next time you hear it. I say that because I know these things, because my father-in-law is an airline pilot.
Oh.
Do you know the
Which
difference?
father-in-law?
The current.
Okay.
Do you know the difference between an airline pilot and God?
No.
God doesn't walk around like a fucking airline pilot.
Wait, I missed the Sally Kellerman thing. But
Yeah, did you give up on that?
Here
or
it
do you
is.
just
ready?
not?
You have to close your eyes.
Okay.
You're watching television. You stayed home from school. You're not really sick, but you stayed home from school.
Yes.
You're watching Match Game. Commercial. Close up of a salad. Hidden Valley Ranch has created a new sauce. Thank you.
what?
She was the spokesperson for Hidden Valley Ranch salad dressing.
You sounded nothing like her. I'm so sorry. Nothing like Sally Kellerman.
Maybe not the Sally you knew, but she was honest with me, Terry. You don't sound like Perry Farrell, but I'm talking to you still. Go fuck myself. That seems like a weird thing to say.
Isn't it ironic Sally Kellerman was in the pilot for Star Trek?
That's right.
Was she really?
Yes. She was in the second one, actually.
She was in
The
where no
real
man
one.
is.
Oh, the
She
actual
was in.
original Star Trek.
She was
Yeah,
in
yeah,
where
yeah.
no man has gone before. Something never said about Sally Kellerman. I digress. That also starred Gary Lockwood, who once hit on my wife at Comic-Con. That's another story.
Is that triggering for you?
Yeah, he laid on the moves. And again, at the time, it was not prime Gary Lockwood. He still looked like Gary Lockwood, but you know, he had some city miles on him. He was built like a tube sock full of walnuts, but he still went in there with the hello. And I'm like, I'm right here.
It was just like that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah. So you left Deep Space Nine. You decided to leave. I love your story because you kind of made a decision that that cost you financially, but for your own, you put your happiness before your economic requirement. Would that be correct? You were like, I'm kind of good. I've done this.
Well, it was the end of the contract.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. If
Well-
there's dirt here, I don't know about it. But the way you're talking, it looks like you killed someone and no one knows. And you think I know and I don't. This is like, I feel like I'm on Columbo and you're William Shatner playing a karate coach and I know what you did.
I'm completely lost
Yeah.
now. Yeah. Wow.
I always suspected that there were different actors for Morn when she left.
Yeah.
They were what?
But basically you could have re-upped and you chose not to. Is that correct?
Yes. I was given a take it or leave it offer, and I
Right, and you loved
said,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, look, originally there was a show called Starsky and Hutch and the Doctor.
And the doctor decided
No.
not so much.
Yeah.
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 Well, it was.
I was getting
There
paid.
was. I thought about it. You got hate mail?
No, I get hate mail. When you've had 6 divorces, you get a lot of hate mail.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably from people that you're not even married to.
Sure, and I have so many restraining orders on me. Sometimes I have a special map quest in my car because I have to go just to go from here to there. I have to avoid her, then I have to avoid her, then I can't go near that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to
It's a lot.
maybe even go outside of the state to get
Exactly.
around.
Circle
Yeah, I
back.
can understand that.
I don't want you to say anything that will get you in trouble, but who on Deep Space Nine did you hate? Did it rhyme with Bleen Bladenberry?
He wasn't alive. And I was grateful for that man because I wouldn't have had a job had he not created this
Did he
series.
pass before you were on that show?
Yes.
He's not alive.
He's not.
That explains so much.
Yes.
Because I don't want to talk out of school. Gene was multi-talented. And one of the things he did was clean my hot tub. And he has not been there in so long. There is a pudding skin of algae on the top of that thing.
Oh. I can't believe
And
there's
now
still
I know
water in
why.
it. Oh, sorry.
There's so much genetic material in my hot tub, I'm growing my own Gene Hackman.
Is that enough time between
I-
when this happened?
A little soon
It's
for
a
that
little
one.
soon. It's a little soon.
I was going to say James Caan, but I couldn't think of it.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
That I understand.
But he would have been in the grotto at the Playboy. Did you ever go to the Playboy Mansion in all of your time in Hollywood?
I did get invited. I felt really uncomfortable. I'm
Sure.
sure you can imagine why.
It's not as big as you think, and it has the world's saddest zoo.
The world's saddest.
It really
zoo.
is. It's like I've never seen. You rarely see a suicidal flamingo. But that's what I saw at Hef's place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
It's not.
did
it's
not seem
good.
like a good idea for me at 19 to go by myself.
Oh no! Good Lord,
No.
No.
So I just didn't go.
And you read the stories about the Playboy Mansion towards the end, and it's just like Great Expectations with Viagra. Like there's nothing good
so
about
sad.
it. Yeah.
I just knew it would not be a good idea,
Yeah. At a certain point,
like ever.
at a certain point, I would think you don't want to have sex. At a certain point, you're just like, I'm good.
Is that how you feel?
No, but I would imagine Hugh. I mean, he was,
Oh. I don't know.
he looked like Jack Skellington, and
Maybe he was a sex addict and he just really liked it a lot.
yes, no, I think that's what it is. And it's
Yeah.
well, you know where Viagra came from, how they discovered it.
No.
They went looking for it. That was the problem we decided to solve. Climate change can wait. Global hunger can sit on the back burner. We've got to fix the grandpa boner drought.
Joe Rogan.
Exactly. Thank you. And you basically, before I want to keep moving, we got to get Brian out here, and the best part about it is you guys can stay, and Patty can sit on the ground.
Okay.
You can also sit on the table if you want.
No.
And are you basically retired from acting now?
Well, I retired to be an at-home mom, and my
Right.
son went back to college, and right now...
Oh, no, wait a minute. If your son went back to college,
I mean, went to
you're not an
college.
at-home mom. That's just day drinking. What are you? I'm an at-home
got
mom.
me.
Your son doesn't live here anymore. I
got
can't
me.
hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm.
Just like mix up a pitcher of G&Ts.
Oh. G&T. It took a minute.
I didn't get it.
A gin and tonic.
Gin and
Oh,
tonic.
gin and tonic.
A gin
All
and
right.
Yeah, I remember liking those when, as
I
a
like old
teenager
men.
in New York
Yeah.
at 54 because they kind of they glowed in the dark, and that was kind of cool.
I like old.
But I was 17.
I like old guy drinks. I like a Rob Roy.
What's a Rob Roy? Is it anything like an old fashioned?
I think I don't know.
Or
but
Manhattan?
It's all they all
like
taste,
hard alcohol with sugar in it?
They all taste like boiled
Yeah.
socks.
Boiled socks.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
So
How
what
do
do
you
you-
know what boiled socks taste like?
Well, look, it's like this guy. I've lived a long life.
Yes.
You know, I went in. I read. My friend, I was friends with George Lucas. He said, "I'm doing this film. I want you to come in and read for it. It's a space opera." And I go, "Fine, I'll go in." I was at Stephen Still's house. On my way out the door, I grabbed a cup of that. I said, "What is this? Never mind, I'll just drink it." I woke up 4 months later on Robbie Krieger's roof, and Mark Hamill had my part. There was a film called Dunstan Checks In. Are you familiar with Dunstan Checks In?
It sounds like a porno.
It was, it did. It's about an orangutan in a fancy hotel. I had the lead part.
Of course.
At the very last minute, they messed with my money. I said, "This is my quote or I walk." They didn't make my quote. I walked, and they went with Faye Dunaway.
I
But
bet you
don't-
get confused
I
for
don't
her.
hold it against Faye. So what do you do now? Your son's back in school. You're sitting at home.
Yeah.
Home shopping. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm actually working on my backyard right now. I'm having a porch hall built in a Kiva stove, and it's a porch hall is a Southwest covered porch, really.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But and I'm not being facetious. You enjoy your life. You seem to
Yes.
really enjoy your life because,
I am.
as Stephen King said, your life is not a support system for your art. Your art is a support system for your life, and you seem to have figured that out at a very young age, which is admirable.
I like that he called me young.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
I'm
Yeah, I'm just kind of flowing with it. It feels sort of like, when projects come up and then, people that are trying to make it happen, and then they don't have the money yet, or things aren't
Sure.
quite. It's just more a matter of I'm enjoying my friends. I'm enjoying coming to the cons. That's just
Of course.
a
And people
way
love
to
that
make a
you're here.
living.
And
It's
people
fun.
People love that you're here.
Thank you. Thank you. And if things work out, I don't know, I'm kind of just letting it unfold.
Well, the
Does that make
world,
sense?
this is what
Yeah.
you've learned is the world spins whether you push it or not.
Exactly. So
Yes.
why push it?
I'm working on a musical version of The Shining called Overlooking. And I'm just waiting for things to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
But you do need to kind of move and do and
Move,
get
but
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
things
You
come.
can't just wait for life to come to you.
Things
You do
come
have
in,
to.
yeah, things come
Yeah.
at their own time. Well, we have one more guest. We're gonna bring him out. We'd love you to stay. We're gonna wrap up soon, but he's a well, look at him go. It's so smooth.
You want to scoot over?
Yeah, you'll just scoot over. But we'll get this, and you know him from
wish
a
I
little
would've
film
asked.
called Clerks, 1, 2, and 3, and so much more. Please welcome America's boy
take all of
next
our
door, Brian O'Halloran, ladies and gentlemen. Come on out here. You son of a bitch.
I'm a fucking gentleman, that's why.
Look at you. Come in here.
I'm a goddamn gentleman.
What a patriotic outfit
really.
you have
Huh?
on.
Look at this shit. Red, white, and goddamn blue. So I was keeping score.
Uh-huh.
Katrina,
Yes.
the Twin Towers,
The Twin Towers, yes.
the Tate murders.
The Tate murders.
I'm wondering what national disaster we're going to bring up during my interview.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but
But I am
Israel
a
and Gaza,
national
where do you
disaster.
come down on that? I'm kidding.
Hey, no.
I don't want to
Sure you do.
get political,
By all means, I'm a big fan of politics.
but my mother was a big fan of Donald Trump, and then just before the election, she died. Ha ha. Okay.
First off, my condolences.
God has a sense of humor.
Well, when one coffin closes, a window opens.
Thank you. Thank you. Now you've got your Mardi Gras beads on.
I do. They had the brass band come in this morning, and I had my person go get me beads. So she went out there, and there you go. I had some beads. Mine are just
Yeah.
a B. She had much bigger. So
My person would do that, and we would get a lot of beads. Good news, bad news. My person had huge bosoms.
Ooh.
Bad news is my person was Brian Dennehy.
Ah.
Every time I see Brian without a shirt on, I'm like, that reminds me I have to buy grapefruit.
Funny side note, Brian Dennehy sounds like Sally Kellerman.
Here's my impression of Brian Dennehy. Hidden Valley Ranch has created a new sauce.
Spot on. Spot on.
Yeah.
Fun fact, do you know Rich Little?
Do I know Rich Little?
The famous
Come on.
impressionist?
Of
Do you
course.
know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
No one likes him.
Poor
And
Rich.
I'm not lying.
He slept backstage of the Vegas show, didn't he? Didn't he not have a home?
There was a lot of people. Did you ever do a lot of stuff in Vegas?
Did I ever do a lot of
Yeah.
stuff in Vegas? Are we
Did
back?
conventions?
Are we back to the set of Back to School, that kind of stuff?
No, did you ever-
Debauchery.
yeah, you all know,
Debauchery.
but
I
that
do
could be-
think that's
that
what
could
he
happen,
means.
yeah.
I've never done any shows in Vegas, if that's true. I mean, I've seen Cirque du Soleil shows, so I've
Sure.
been to shows.
So you did
But
do a
I've
lot of
never,
shows in
I've
Vegas.
never done any kind of that kind of show. I've done probably casinos in the Catskills, so maybe the Borscht Belt.
Yeah.
I've done.
I don't like Vegas.
Yeah.
I find, like, when I go to Vegas, I think it's going to be, I imagine Vegas from 1960, you know, and it's people in tuxedos and evening dresses, and
Oh, yeah.
everyone's glamorous. And then you go there, and it's just like some guy in an Ed Hardy shirt and a tuxedo, it's a Hawaiian shirt, 8 in the morning,
Yeah.
smoking a cigar, and all you hear all day long is boodly boop, boodly boop, boodly. Oh,
Or it's just people with their phones. Look at me, I'm
Yeah.
at the pool.
yeah.
Yeah, deuces.
It's so depressing in Vegas. You call this, it's like suicide hotline. I want to kill myself. I called you. No, I know, but I live in Vegas.
Well, it's a good start if you're going to kill yourself in Vegas.
Yeah,
it's a good start.
Did you ever see the movie The Night Stalker with Darren McGavin?
No, I didn't, but go ahead.
Anybody?
I heard
Yes.
it. Yeah, out here, yeah.
It was one of my favorite shows.
It was a brilliant show. Darren McGavin was a dear friend. All of us gingers knew each other. Darren McGavin and I would trade sunscreen tips. But there's a scene in that movie. It was set in it was made in 1972, same year you were on Broadway in Greece. Don't think I don't remember. And there's a scene, it's like Claude Akins, Simon Oakland, Ralph Meeker, all of these guys, they all look like hams. They don't look like each other, but they all look like a ham. And they're just sweating, and they're just, you know, their diet is territons and bourbon. And then you look at, like, he was 38 at the time. And it's like, Jesus God, these people. It's like Wilford Brimley was 26 when he made Cocoon. What the hell was he doing?
That's such a popular reference, too, about, like, age. Like, you're only in your 40s. Did you know Wilford Brimley did Cocoon when he was in his 40s?
Yeah.
Yes, but he also had diabetes. So
Is
come
that what
on.
it was?
Ah,
Come on.
That is important
That is.
information to
Well,
throw in.
of course, because he did all those commercials. And then he
Yeah.
went on to do catheters, so.
He did do
He did-
catheters?
He did move on to catheters.
Oh, he leveled up.
Yeah, he leveled up. Well,
Yeah.
he just developed more problems.
He was a lunatic. I met him. We did the same episode. We were on Seinfeld together.
Boom, ba-doop, boop, boop.
Yeah, and I was introduced to him, and he just goes, "Well, Brimley." I'm like, Stain. There's a thing called the Utah Brigade. He lived in Utah.
Okay.
And there's a thing called the Utah Brigade. None of this is a lie. Every word I'm going to tell you is the truth. If you are in Utah and you get the death penalty and you choose to get killed by a firing squad, they call the Utah Brigade, which is composed of people that can't wait to shoot someone. And Will was in that.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many people did he get to shoot?
I don't think he ever got any. Not a lot of people go, I think a bullet in the head would be a good way to die. If I ever got the death penalty, I'd be like, well, I'd like to be massaged to death.
By an elephant.
Yes, by an elephant.
Just one push. And
They
yes.
put a circle over your heart. That's the target that they
Oh,
use.
is that true? Now, he said it is true. Is
Yeah.
that
I
true?
believe, yeah.
Yes, that's what it is.
Wow.
They put you in a chair, and
Uh-huh.
then the hood over your face, they lock you in like an electric chair.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, they have a target over your heart. They have 6 or 7 guys with rifles, that marksman too. One has a blank in it, theoretically, and ready, set, go. Unless, of course, the governor calls,
Wow.
which he never does in a state where they have an execution by firing squad.
Well,
True.
that just makes me think I will never wear a Captain American Shield T-shirt ever in Utah ever again.
That's a really good idea.
That is a damn target
That is
right
a-
then and
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Is it 6 bullets in 1 blank or 1 bullet in 6 blanks?
It's 1 blank and rest are live.
Oh, so it's just enough to give you the maybe I didn't do it.
Yes.
But also those people would be depressed if
But
they
those
did.
guys are praying that they get the ones.
Yeah,
that do it.
exactly. Yeah. It's people like to, I think we should just get over it. People like to murder. People like to kill people.
Yeah, I think it's circle of life.
Exactly. Thank you.
Killing neighbors together.
Thank you.
I'll be doing karaoke tonight at 1 a.m. So come on up. See you later.
And I think in our state of division, we should just bring it. We should just be open about it. I think about this now. Do you ever think about this? Thank God we have a national anthem now. Can you imagine in this day and age if we had to agree on a song? There would be blood in the streets.
Isn't that what American Idol is about?
I don't know. I think we'd end up with 2 different anthems.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, isn't there another anthem that some people get all upset when it's played at certain sporting events? We're like, that's not our anthem. Sit the fuck down.
What is the anthem?
Oh, isn't
That they
that
don't
the-
like? Does anybody know this?
Isn't there a black national anthem? Right, where they'll play it at basketball games and certain other sporting events where like, wait a minute, when they all get bent out of shape. I'm like, it's not like you're getting up there like, I'm a goddamn American that's only going to sing the one
I didn't
version.
even know this.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Well,
Yeah. But I do think that the national, to capture the mood, I think that pretty soon we're going to have a new one that's just more aggro. I think we're going to end up with like, the Ballad of Killfuck.
Ooh.
The eagle that became a gun.
I love the title. Run with that one.
Yeah. And then the Democrats will just get a fundraising letter put to music.
We could reuse the jingle from the Ballad of the War Wagon with Duke and Kirk Douglas.
I thought it would be great to just use the Parker and Stone Blame Canada. That would be a good.
Exactly.
That would be a good one. I mean, just switch the words to like, for this administration, blame Mexico. Since everything else seems to be that problem.
I think we know where the blame lies.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me, you told me a story.
You want to talk about having sex back in the fucking 70s now with the questions I'm getting, right? You're sitting pretty with your wine now, and I'm talking fucking politics all
No,
of a sudden.
but I'm going to pull us. But we have 2 wheels in the lake, but I'm going to pull us back onto the road.
What was that mother who did that to her kids? Anyway.
Thanks.
I'm trying to add to the
thanks
disasters.
Thanks for making it easy, Brian.
Yeah. I'm trying to get more disaster references.
What rhymes with Schmittler? No.
Ooh.
So here was my question. You were telling me a beautiful story about our mutual friend. We had a mutual friend named George Carlin.
That's right. The great George Carlin. Come on, give some love.
Yes. It
George
was
Carlin.
so
Guys,
awesome.
if you guys, I'm sorry. If someone says George Carlin, you go, no,
They weren't old enough to remember.
probably not.
Well, if you ever go on YouTube and look up George Carlin,
Yes.
like it's
Just
so,
imagine
so
if Taylor
prescient.
Swift was an angry old
Correct.
Irishman that couldn't sing.
Correct. And instead of the bracelets, you just have a couple of shots of something in his honor.
I hope Tay-Tay and Kelsey make it. But you were telling me that you were in a movie together called Dogma,
Correct.
and you asked him what? Tell the story again. You asked him what?
So we were shooting Dogma in the city of Pittsburgh at the time, and we were early in the production, and so we're both in the Catholicism wow scene where he plays a cardinal. Cardinal Glick is renewing the Catholic Church by updating the look of Jesus by making him Buddy Christ. And so, as a matter of fact, I'll be wearing a hockey jersey with that image tomorrow at my booth. Come on by.
Oh, wonderful.
And so Buddy Christ was going to renew interest in the Catholic Church and stuff like that. So we're both sitting in the makeup trailer. He's getting makeup done as Cardinal Glick. I'm playing the news reporter, Grant Hicks, the news reporter, which had that mustache look before Anchorman, might I add. Anyway.
Those sons of
So
bitches.
as friendly as
Those
George, yeah, exactly.
filthy
That
bastards.
goddamn Will Ferrell and his other friend who writes everything. It's true. And so
Fun story. They're not friends anymore. Okay, go ahead.
not surprised. And so we're in the makeup trailer. He goes, "Hey, son, where are you coming in from?" I'm like, "Oh, actually, originally I'm from the Bronx in New
And
York."
you're meeting your idol. He's
Yeah.
George Carlin.
He's
a
George
hero
Carlin.
to
He
you.
is on my Mount Rushmore of comics.
Sure. You're an
As-
Irish guy.
Correct,
He's your
correct.
hero.
So we talk about that, and he's like, "Oh my God!" And I had brought his latest book at the time, which is called Brain Droppings.
Sure.
And I said, "Hey, Mr. Carlin, I knew I was going to be working with you this film, and I brought your latest book. Do you mind if you could sign it for me?" He goes, "Absolutely." So after talking about, he went to the same high school as my older brothers, and the neighborhood in the Bronx and the upper side of Manhattan and stuff. He signs it from one Bronx boy to another, and then back in the day, when you take continuity shots for makeup and wardrobe, digital photography wasn't around then. It was Polaroids. And Polaroid decided to change shit up by making them skinny this year.
Yeah.
So we took
they
a
made
Polaroid.
they made the photos smaller
Right.
and crappier as if that was an improvement.
And charged you 3 times
Yeah.
as much.
It's like the fun size candy bar.
Correct.
It's like, hey, it's less candy than you wanted. Isn't that fun? How is this fun? Yeah, it's fun size. Wait till you get a paycheck. They're so fun.
So we take this picture of me as Grant Hicks, him as Cardinal Glick, and to this day I have it as the bookmark of that book, and so it's one of my most valuable memorabilia things. And he was just so much fun, and Alan Rickman was also on that shoot as well as Metatron, the voice of God. And I was having a hard time because in the very beginning of the film, my character, the newsman, is explaining what plenary indulgence is in the Catholicism dogma of the rules, and I was just fumbling through the dialogue and stuff like, ugh. And Rickman was just happened to be on set and was just, and they're like, cut, let's give Brian 5 for a second. He needs a minute. And, Alan Rickman came up to me, first of all, a lot shorter than I thought. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know.
Oh, really?
I didn't know Hans Gruber was so minute. And they always shot him.
How tall?
Probably Tom Cruise size.
Like
Really?
5'4", 5'6", or something like that. Yeah.
No, he's about 5'6". Yeah.
And so, but he came over
My
to me.
height.
Well, dude, I didn't have to point it out. But yeah, all right. Like him. And so,
Do you know the difference between a midget and a dwarf?
no.
Do you?
What's that?
Midget and a dwarf.
A midget looks like a normal guy 25 yards away, and a dwarf looks like a normal guy up to his chin in the pool.
Oh my goodness.
That's so wrong. That's just so wrong.
You can't help it, can you?
And if you have to cancel Brian for what I just said during his segment, go right ahead.
Who drug you through
If
it?
you think Brian O'Halloran is afraid of getting drummed out of the business because of something I said, I don't think he is.
First of all,
Peter
I'm not
Dinklage
that
is
far
seething.
into the business to be canceled. They'd be like, canceled? I thought he died.
They don't cancel red-headed comedians.
I'll
I
be
know that
just
for
like
sure.
Clint Eastwood, where I thought he died. Like we mentioned before.
Exactly.
So
He looks
Rickman comes over and he goes to me. He's like, "Don't worry, mate. We all have these moments." And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, Hans Gruber counted me as we. That's awesome. Yippee-ki-yay,
He was,
motherfucker.
he was a great egg.
He was a great actor. He's a
But
phenomenal guy.
What was the role that Carlin said he always wanted to play?
So Kevin and him had a discussion about, he really wanted to be an actor and then fell into comedy, to be honest with you. He then did comedy to pay his bills because he wanted to become an actor. And he said the one film, because Kevin's like, what do you want? What do you want me to, what should we write? We should do something. He's like, I always wanted to play a movie about a pedophile priest. Swear to God, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to make a movie about a pedophile priest, and then unfortunately he had passed away before that. But I always thought like, that would have been his Oscar nomination.
Yeah, he never got. It's so sad that he died before he got to fulfill that dream.
Yeah.
Oh God, ladies and gentlemen, we could do this. We could do this all night, and I'm sure you're afraid we might. But we've got another show coming in. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's great. But if you would like a photo or a poster or a signed photo with me, I'll be selling down there in about 2 minutes. Now, here's the thing. You say, how much did you charge for these, doctor?
Please.
About $30. And you say, oh, well, that probably just barely makes the cost of the photo. No, they cost pennies. Pennies on the dollar. But all the money goes to a charity. I have developed a charity where I have a series of passenger vans. And we go into the inner cities, into the Skid Row, and we get the winos. And we take them off of Skid Row, and then we release them back into the wine country. And then we check on them in a month, and they've already dug a series of tunnels and formed a colony and elected a queen. It's really it's a beautiful thing. But let me give you, let's have a round of applause for everybody that took place on the show. Patty Hawkins, Brian Bostwick, Terry Farrell, Brian O'Halloran, you! Stick around if you want some stuff.
Now, Doctor, you are, like, as Brian hosted our burlesque show last night, you are hosting it tonight.
Yes! If you'd like to see more of me, and who wouldn't, I will be hosting the burlesque show tonight in what room?
Upstairs main stage.
Oh, good. Because, we'll go up to the big room. This is a little too cozy.
Yeah. We're busting at the seams, Dr. Z.
Yeah. Let's go up to the most folding chairs before infinity.
Yeah.
And
And don't forget to take your 100 chairs with you.
Yes, you each get 100 chairs.
GalaxyCon, we have lockers for rent, so you can put the chairs in the lockers for a nominal
Exactly,
fee.
yeah.
Barry, you and I are talking
The
tomorrow.
reason it's called GalaxyCon is we have enough chairs to populate a galaxy. What event did this room do? What possibly, yes, maybe an AA meeting might fill this place. But other than that, what in the name of Christ went into this room that filled it?
That I don't know. Barry and I are doing a panel tomorrow. 240, room 243 at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon.
But
And where is that?
We're doing a Rocky Horror screening tonight at 10 o'clock.
Oh, you're kidding.
No,
That's right.
And if you haven't been, you must.
It's right.
We have a shadow cast and everything. It's great.
Oh,
it's really
I can't wait. I would love to see it. And what is the name of Richard, who played
Richard O'Brien.
Richard O'Brien, yes.
Yeah.
Whatever they did, he looks like one of those guys that has never eaten a vegetable. I know it's makeup. I know he's like a normal guy,
Yeah.
but sometimes like you go into like a comic book store or an old video store and
Yeah.
you see those life-ish and you go, you've never had fruit.
Yeah.
Just burritos, chips, and Sprite. You guys are so great. I could talk to you all day, by which I mean talk at you and interrupt you while I talk. Because I'm all about this.
Yeah.
As you
my,
should.
my world ends right here. The end of the nose.
Yeah. It works
That's
for
it.
you, though.
You are the only one on the panel here that is a doctor. So
I'm a
Yes.
yeah. I'm a doctor of, you know what I have a doctorate in showmanship and a PhD in wow.
Wow.
You're
Give it up for
welcome.
Dr. Z, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you so much. Stand
you,
up,
Doctor.
that's it. We're done. Stick around if you want to sing, or I'll sign some stuff. Get out of here.